All right, boys. Let's react to our boy Ovechkin's top 10 career goals. Angel just uploaded this, I think, 2 weeks ago. He's on the hunt for the all-time goal lead.
And he probably has the all-time best goal mixtape in the NHL.
Yeah, the all greatest goal scorer of all
greatest
time.
goal scorer of all time. You know, no argument.
So number 10. I mean, I don't think he's starting. I don't think he's starting with number 10. That's,
I'm already hyped up.
Mixtape.
I'm already hyped up.
You can run through all?
Number 10.
I think I saw this recently.
This is his typical office.
I don't know how he made the top 10. But,
This goal, so this was his fourth goal of the
oh,
to
shit.
tie that's why.
I see.
That's why they put him in.
Not even that. That's classic Ovechkin right there, right?
Yeah, one timer.
Like extra man on field. You know, he got to his little spot in his office, rips it.
I think they shouldn't add goals like this into a top 10 list because see, like you had to give us context for it. So that
I mean, they should have provided context.
Yeah, that's what
I just saw this yesterday, so that's why I remembered.
But like me, Jordan, like that seemed like a regular goal to us. Like
it's
well,
classic
does that all the time, right?
And he scored like almost 900 goals. You think they'd be able to find another goal?
You know how I've seen him dangle a lot of motherfuckers. Like you can't find one of those goals. Like, you just
Anyways, but we digress.
60 seconds on pause. I'm just fucking myself now. So they just said it, fourth goal of the game.
To tie the game, definitely.
That's definitely. He had, what is that, 5 goals for the team in total, and he has 4 of them?
We're talking about like buzzer beater goals, I guess.
Yeah.
I think it's the most goals he scored in a game then, right? It has to be.
Look at that, Sally.
Yeah. Classic movie.
Best celebrations in the game, too.
Oh, here we go. This is what I wanted to see, Sraj.
These jerseys are so sick.
Look at that.
I don't remember this.
Look at that.
Yeah.
God damn.
That was dirty.
That was first year.
Yeah.
That goal, I think, was part of that classic Ovechkin mixtape
Yeah.
of the first year.
Yeah.
You would always see this one.
Yeah.
Did he beat
Look at
it?
that little how you do right there. And
I
just
love those
pops.
jerseys, though.
Yeah, those
The
jerseys
colors are
clean.
solid.
Number 6. Who's that?
Who?
Remember, that's a who to
He's
me.
a shower up.
St. Louis was a bunch of who's back then too, so like it's kind of hard to remember.
Hey, Paul Krieger.
Oh, is this?
It's going back and forth.
What year was this?
No, this is
2016.
recent. This is, I think this
is the year they won.
2016 is the year. No, it's 2018?
I was the one.
Oh, this is one where he
I
saved
remember
it
this
batted it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember this one. Right, this is the one.
I think hit the post or something.
I thought Murray made the save and he
Saved
batted
and
it
then
back.
tapped
Oh, he
Yeah.
tapped it in. Yeah, that was nice. I think it's 2016, he said.
Yeah, I think this is the year they lost.
He lost.
Oh, damn.
The first time they played.
Yeah,
How he scored on that one T. It would probably won that series.
yeah, bro.
They're quality periods, though, all 3 of them. So cool.
Still in the offensive zone for a split second. Ovechkin's away. Ovechkin inside on Talinder. Ovechkin's goal!
Linder.
Good old Talinder. I remember
Yeah,
him. Remember him.
Amazing display.
Yeah, see, he scores goals like this, and you're telling me that's like a one-timer goal is one of his 10 greatest goals he scored?
These goals are always insane to watch back
Yeah,
in the day.
man. Wake up in the morning, you see Ovechkin.
You're like, what the hell? I didn't see this last night.
Ovechkin now. Here he comes.
Oh, here we go. This is a
this is
classic.
insane,
This is
yeah.
classic.
Look at that.
God damn, man.
The good old
Lundqvist
Ryan.
was
rivalry.
that one, man. Lundqvist should have that.
Yeah, Lundqvist definitely should have that one.
Yeah, well, greatest goal scorer of all time.
Got caught stargazing.
On McDonough and
That was
who's
nasty, though.
Who's that? Dan Girardi?
Remember, because they used to do a pretty good job against him.
Yeah, maintaining it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they used to do a good
McDonough
job
and
maintaining it. You know, people used to shit on him
Girardi.
for you could pause it a little bit, you could talk about that one. Yeah, people used to shit on him on those Ranger series, but he used to always be a point per game player, right?
Yeah, he was.
I
He
don't
was
get what
producing.
the shitty part was. Like this guy would be there, he'd provide his team with the goals and the points, and they still shit on him.
What more do you want from me?
I think it was all because of that one series when he was playing with Dale Hunter and he kind of his goal scoring went down, but they were still winning games.
Yeah.
And then they were just like, after that series, they just kept like hating on him whenever they played the Rangers. But he was still
And
putting
then
points.
people forget, like, you're playing the playoffs. The entire team's goal is to shut down Ovechkin.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's still able to pull like this.
I
Stuff like
remember
that.
a lot of nice goals in the playoffs against Lundqvist. Like I remember him in the slot faking out Lundqvist. Lundqvist think he's going top right, and he just went right back top left.
Yeah.
And Lundqvist looked like a fucking idiot. Like
All-time great goalie.
All-time great goals. I'm trying to say,
One of
like
the best
you
of the
know,
last decade.
the hate back then was just forced for no
Yeah.
reason.
Was we all know what the reason was, man. Like they've been hating on Ovechkin. Don Cherry, the hot stick celebration, the Russian player. They don't want to see a guy.
It was part of the narrative that they're trying to spin back then.
God forbid these Russians come in with some personality in the NHL and try to grow the game. Instead, like you're saying, Razak, they nitpick and say he's not a playoff guy even though he's performing.
Yeah.
What is this now?
13
I
seconds
understand.
left in the
Here we go. See New York again. Motherfucker needs to pop up against you guys.
Oh,
Oh god, one hand.
I think there's gonna be 3 goals in total against New York at least because I remember the last one.
Is Henrik Lundqvist going to be the goalie every time for this? Yeah, this is nasty on one-handed.
This was nasty.
One-handed.
Ooh.
You know, I'm waiting for one of the goals to be him with the dark visor on.
Was that like that's like somebody else? This is the fourth one.
Alex Ovechkin one-on-one against Merrill. Ovechkin
This is-
accelerates
Yeah,
in.
this no.
He's
This
scored.
is-
Oh, I see this one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Nice.
So Ovechkin
Yeah.
Nasty.
dangles
Corey Schneider?
just
Corey Schneider. It looks like he's Corey Schneider.
one of the nicest we have ever seen.
Schneider or Broder?
And he has
Pick a
No,
post.
it's Corey Schneider.
What am I? I thought that was a
35.
couple years ago.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
Corey
Schneider.
Schneider.
having the
Man.
dexterity to stay on his feet and put it top
Schneider, we're
You
falling.
know, we were spoiled back then. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
We're so lucky.
The speed he had was like unreal. Obviously,
Yeah.
he doesn't have it anymore. Now he's just scoring nasty goals. But
This
Oh,
this
there you
was
go
insane.
again.
this was goals on. Yeah, this one's unreal.
Oh, man.
So it deserves to be top tier.
Look at that.
You know his skates. They stick
Yeah.
out every time.
Yo, Lundqvist, come on, man. Are you seriously? You start gazing 100%. What is this? He's like falling,
He's a
dying.
paid actor, man.
Look, he still gets it from his
Yeah.
from his skate to
Yeah.
his stick.
Oh, Ovechkin is
Well,
all-time great.
This is my favorite goal
Oh,
right
it's
here.
one of my favorites, yeah.
This is my favorite one.
We'll spin
This
around
one,
right there.
yeah.
How do you do?
And then he falls to at the end.
He's not the man.
This goal here is like, oh, I understand why he's the best goal scorer
Yeah.
in the history. 'Cause,
Yeah.
like, who else is doing this? Man?
Yeah, this is the best
Gretzky,
goal.
hey, Gretzky never did this. I never see Gretzky do a move like that.
On Price too.
Like, he's so determined to score every single time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's what we love about him.
he's going for the kill.
But this one, man, I was like, yo, I've never seen anything like this in NHL history.
Yeah.
Wait till you see
Him
the
balling too.
Yeah. And then, of course, this one.
And this one's like all time.
You know, they could have fixed the quality of this game.
Yo, this is nuts, man.
This is not.
This
This,
is-
on Gretzky too.
Yeah.
It's just
Gretzky's watching teams
it's just great symbolism, you know, great
Yeah.
poetic. You can't
That's
write
right.
this. You can't
Rookie
write this
season too,
better.
right?
Right?
Rookie season.
He's like, I'm taking a record.
Austin Matthews was in the crowd
Oh, sorry,
apparently.
yeah. He was. Oh, that's right.
That goal.
Oh, there he is. There's Gretzky.
There it is.
At that moment, he knew. Damn. He took my record.
At that moment, he knew he fucked up.
Well, he knew he'd be the governor of Canada. That's what he was. But that goal, I think, like what you're saying, Jason, that exemplifies his tenacity to
Yeah.
score goals, right?
Yeah.
Because like you never, who thought that was even
Yeah.
possible?
Yeah.
This guy's out here just doing like a.
In his rookie year too. Like,
I know.
I'm just saying we were lucky to watch this kid as a you
Guys,
know, watch
kids,
this as a
as a
kid.
kid,
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like just the fact that this guy was doing all that stuff, just showing off skills that we never seen before. Like him, that move off the on Montreal, like when he banked it off.
boards
Like
and
you
just
never
spin
seen.
around.
I never seen that before in my
Yeah.
life.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
ain't nobody tried
And
that.
then everyone
stuff.
started doing that.
Yeah.
He's like street hockey. Guys just start trying to do
Yeah,
that.
people trying to do too much out here.
Going down and trying to score goals.
But yeah, you know, I think just saying like on top of that, like us being spoiled, like you don't see like that kind of skill.
Yeah.
Especially as a rookie, like some of those goals were him as a rookie.
I think now it's gone like coaches are just like so cutthroat nowadays where they don't let you do as
Let them
much.
play, yeah.
They don't let you be as free. If like Ovechkin's probably even back then they probably weren't letting them do
Right.
as much because but Ovechkin was like an exceptional talent that you had to let him go. Like, if you held him back, you're holding your team back at that point.
100%.
Right, what we just saw with Kucherov, right?
Yeah.
Like, why would you hold back Kucherov here? But
Yeah.
he's finding a way, right? And these
Yeah.
coaches love, especially against these. Hate to bring it up, Russian players. They love trying to like hold them back in that regard by
They like
focusing on other
I don't know,
aspects.
like it's just
Yeah,
this whole like
defense first
system
or something, yeah. System
system
strong,
shit. It just fucks over any great player now. Like a great player, you should be building the system around your great players.
You know-
Not the other way around. Your player gets built into your
Yeah.
system.
Right.
Yeah.
Because like the hockey is just like, what system are you referring to here? You have a exceptional talent like
Yeah.
this Ovechkin or something like that. There's your system.
Yeah, that's your
Get him the
system.
puck and get out of
Yeah.
the way, man.
No, look how long it took someone to figure that out. It took fucking 18, basically 13 years for him to win.
Yeah.
And it took like Dale Hunter over here trying to fucking make it his own system.
Yeah.
Right.
It took
Yeah.
what was it? Adam Oates.
Adam Oates kind of brought him back. He was trying to revive
Adam Oates
him.
brought him back.
But Adam Oates, the funny thing when Adam Oates came in, they were hyping him up like Adam Oates did it. He brought him back. He brought him back. It was Adam Oates the whole time. It was Ovechkin.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah,
like
exactly.
coach is like you gotta give Ovechkin credit because he was still balling
Yeah.
on those seasons.
Even those teams,
Those teams, yeah.
like look at Pittsburgh. They had so many years of like these young guys, and they had like Sergei Gonchar. Like the team was
Yeah.
so much better.
Yeah.
I don't even think Washington had like lottos like that. They had
No.
Nick Backstrom and Ovechkin. That's about it. Like
Yeah.
Salmon wasn't a
So
lotto.
good old Sergei
Oh, come on,
Fedorov.
yeah.
Who?
Fedorov.
So-
Well, Fedorov
Mike
came when he was
Green.
like 8 years old. He only scored one goal during those playoffs.
Yeah.
By the way,
Mike Green.
But, like Mike Green, he wasn't like this. He
Yeah,
wasn't
he
Jordan
was-
Staal.
yeah.
He
Mike Green was
even
good
a
old
raw pick.
Tyson Berry back then. He was, like, old
And,
school.
Steve
Point-
Pettinger.
Point being, Ovechkin I think has done more with less.
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
Crosby.
100%.
Actually, you want to talk about leadership? Last year, Washington made the playoffs, right? They were the last
Yeah.
wildcard team in the East,
Yeah.
and no one said anything about how good of a leader Ovechkin is.
Of course, yeah.
They're not
Right?
going
And
to
you see the videos too of him in
Bands
the
making
locker
dance,
room,
dude.
right? Yeah, bands making dance. He does a little
Yeah.
ticker. he has such a good vibe too in the locker room where Logan Thompson comes out and says, "Hey, we have such a good locker room where everybody's so close."
Yeah.
That's why you don't
Good for
really
him.
see anybody getting traded. And it's Ovechkin's the leader, right?
Right.
Him and John Carlson, all these guys, kind of
I think it's
committed
just,
to that.
I think it's just like
why they win
we
the
talked
cup.
about the narrative. It's just like for some reason he just got shot on for no reason those years. When I think, and if you asked any of his teammates, Backstrom, you asked any of those guys, they probably say, "Oh, he's a great teammate. He's a great leader."
Yeah.
Like it took him a little bit because let's be real, the Pittsburgh teams were better than him.
Yeah.
It wasn't fair
He
that
had
it
more
was
talent, right?
it was more talent. It wasn't fair that it was him and Backstrom versus Crosby and Malkin. Like those two outpowered him like by double times.
There were
right?
some years they probably should have beat the Penguins, like the 2017 when Crosby was out, and I think Malkin was injured too a little bit, and they still lost in like 6-7 games.
but
But
I mean, again, though,
there's
like,
missed opportunities from them a lot too.
There was
that happens though, right?
There was a lot
Yeah.
of opportunities that they should have beat the Rangers and they just
Yeah.
couldn't
Exactly.
capitalize,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
And but it just whatever. He still at the end he still won that cup.
Him
man.
winning the cup was probably like I know everybody, a lot of people who saw Ray Bork winning would say that was their favorite moment, but when Ovechkin won, that was probably my favorite
I
moment.
think
Yeah.
it's this generation.
I
Yeah.
think that's
seeing like a
100%,
player
right.
you grew up watching the World Juniors,
Yeah.
getting drafted, going through the highs and lows.
Yeah,
And
I
then-
think after those most of those series that would probably the like I didn't care who won the series. I'm like as long as Crosby Ovechkin lift this cup, I don't give a shit who
Yeah,
wins,
same.
right? I think that's what all like most people thought.
Right. When he won, it was kind of when Dirk won in 2011 with
Exactly.
the Mavericks.
Yeah.
It was like this guy, all-time great on one team all these years, ups and downs, all these struggles, those New York Rangers years, and to see him lift it finally at the end, it was well deserved that he got the Conn Smythe. I think, even though Kuznetsov, he had the points, that team was.
Somehow you make about somehow
you're bringing about Kuznetsov. You're not
Always
your
bring it
guy.
back.
He's not even your guy. He's my guy, and you're bringing about Kuznetsov. Huh?
pigeon.
No, you're the biggest Kuznetsov guy there is.
I'll
But
give it Ovechkin.
I've been adamant in defending his Conn Smythe case, but I'm throwing it away now. It's all you. Tough luck.
Did he even give him the cost like he's like
Yeah, I
give
was giving
Ovi.
Ovechkin. I was Ovi.
You had to give it to Ovi on that one.
you had to, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just
Yeah,
like
'cause if he didn't win, then Don Cherry would have shown him. Oh, we didn't get the Conn
yeah, you
Smythe.
get Conn Smythe.
Not a real leader. Even though Phil Kessel should have deserved one over Crosby.